Hello everyone, it's Marion Wallace with Restoring Ghettos Forgotten, and I'm here today with a conversational piece about tweaking the smallest thing in your life to guarantee that you're going to get the results that you've really been working hard for. So if you haven't done so already, please click and subscribe on my channel so you can get more informative, real videos, because that's all we give you over here is the real. So make sure you click and subscribe, and if you find this video worthy of sharing, just please feel like sharing it so other people can know that I'm out here and get information as well. I appreciate you all. Okay, today I just wanted to bring up a topic that I have been experiencing, and I bet a lot of other people have been experiencing lately, and that's basically being goal oriented and not really quite achieving the goals that you set out. And I'm going to give just one. I may give a couple, but I know for sure I'm going to give one basic example of what I experienced and how just tweaking one thing in my daily behavior that changed it all. I mean, it changed it all. And so I want to share that with people because I don't want to just have a breakthrough in some things and then other people may be struggling and they may need this advice as well. Okay, so I'll get to it. I'll get straight to it. Okay, so I've been on this weight loss journey. I really wasn't extremely overweight, but because I'm 5'4" and I'm athletic built, any extra weight on me may be a little overwhelming. And so because I'm so short, so I say a lot of times I be jokingly saying because my fat to short ratio won't allow me not to work out, but it's absolutely true because I want to have a balance. And so in order for me to have a balance in my body type, in my body shape, then I have to make sure I am shredding and I'm losing and I'm creating that balance. And the only way I know how to do that is work out, right? Okay, so I was killing myself like for the 3 months before my birthday, which was my 50th, and it was major for me. But I was killing myself in the gym, literally. And I'm telling you, I was taking barbell class, I was taking shred, I was taking core, I was doing the treadmill. I mean, I was doing anything and everything you could possibly imagine. I was doing it, and I even tweaked my diet of eating more healthier foods and all of that, but I still wasn't seeing the results that I really wanted. And so I started to feel really bad. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna share that with you guys because I know other people feel bad too when they're trying to reach a goal. And it's not necessarily just an exercise goal, but it can be a goal in your academics. It can be a goal for marriage or relationships or your platonic relationships or just anything in general. And it could be a goal that you have and you just feel like, man, I've done absolutely everything that when I read and I research and they tell me if I follow this step, you know, this is going to happen for me, and it's not happening. And so I know that some people may be experiencing this too. So I got really down and out because I'm like, towards my 50th, I had came down a little bit, but I hadn't come down enough. So I wasn't really feeling my best. Even though I love myself unconditionally, I still know that I can do better because I've done so in the past. And so I'm on, one day I'm just, you know, because I talk to God a lot, even in my mind, and I'm on the treadmill and I'm walking and I'm saying, you know, Father God, I really have been applying myself. I mean, I've been really going to these classes. I've tweaked my diet. I'm no longer on fructose. I don't take anything with fructose in it. One of my biggest barriers was Coca-Cola, was like my absolute favorite drink. But it was putting a lot of extra water gain on me. So I stopped doing that. And I think I've been off of that for maybe 5 months now. So I'm happy. That's a feat for me. I'm really, really happy about that. But still, yet, no, you know, I wasn't seeing any results. And so I was like, Lord, what am I doing wrong? And then I just started thinking, and I'm on the treadmill, and I said, well, Marion, you've been on the treadmill, and you've been doing all these things, but what were you doing in the past that had you at your ideal weight that you're not doing now? It was something as simple as that. And I said, wow, the elliptical machine. I was on it like, you know, like 3 to 4 days a week. I was on the elliptical. So I would do 30 minutes of elliptical, which was my cardio, and then I would do like 15 minutes of strength training. So I said, okay, try the elliptical. And so then I started incorporating the elliptical within this last, I say, month. So I do my elliptical for 30 minutes, the elliptical machine, and then I do whatever classes that I'm going to take. And when I tell you guys, I have seen so much results. I'm amazed. And so I'm like, wow, I can see my obliques. Wow, I can see my abs. Wow, you know, I'm like, wow, I'm really, really shredding. And it's all because I had to, first of all, I had to ask God, because I was missing it. You know, we read all these articles, we do all this research, and we following people that's doing it, and we want to follow them. And sometimes it's something as simple as going back to what you used to do in the past that worked. Because I guarantee you that if it worked then, if something's not broken, you know, don't try to fix it. And so I went back to that one thing, and now I'm shredding, I'm losing weight, and I feel better. And I've already, even before I started losing a lot of inches in weight, I still had, because I took all those exercise classes, core, barbell, and shred, and all those classes, I still was building muscle and I was building agility, but I still had some of the fat that was on top of it. So that's the part I had to learn how to tweak, and that just comes with cardio. So I didn't really necessarily stop any of the other strength training. I just tweaked more cardio, and I do that by working on the elliptical. And I said all this because it's really been amazing, because now I mean, I'm seeing the results that I want to see, but it's all because I had to slow down long enough, stop listening to the noise, and just think about what I did prior. And so I went back to the basics. And I won't be long, but this is meant to encourage, not just in weight loss, because I know there are people that want to lose weight and they're wondering why their ways are not working. But there's other areas in people's lives that they feel like, man, I've been doing it this way and I've really been on it, but I'm not quite seeing the results that I want to see. I want to challenge you guys to think of one thing that you can change, or think of something that was working in the past that you're not doing now, and try to go back to that one thing to see if it'll help tweak to get the results that you want. And I guarantee you, you will be surprised that some things that we think was old and outdated were really stuff that worked. And if it's not broken, don't try to fix it, and just go back to it. And so that's my encouraging word today, is that, you know, no matter how discouraged you may be at this very moment, when you're putting in your all, and nothing seems to be working, you want to stay the course, but you also want to ask God, or your maker, your source, what is it that I'm missing? What is it that I'm not doing that's slowing my progress down? And if you really hear a word from God, if you really are connected to him, he's going to put a thought in your mind that's going to make you think about something that you didn't even think about. And so that's what I encourage you all to do. Just sometimes it's really, really simple. It's not as complicated. Life is not really as complicated as we make it. Sometimes it's really much more simpler. And so we just really gotta make sure we block out all the convenient distractions, and just really focus on the goals that we have set in front of us, regardless of what it is. It may be education, it may be marriage, it may be weight loss, it may just be being a better person. Whatever those goals are, you cannot really, really fully accomplish your goals with so much noise. So what I found that these last couple of months have really been life-changing for me. I've really lowered my social media intake down to a minimum. So I'm not on there scrolling as much as I used to be. And so my mind is so much sharper, it's so much clearer, and I have so much more discernment. And I've been communicating with God much more, and he's been communicating with me. And it's just been great. It's been awesome. So I challenge you all to sometimes let go of the distractions, so you can really hear a clear word from God, and so that you can really accomplish some of the goals that you want to set for yourself. And not only your goals, but your purpose, because we all were put here. We all have God-given purposes. We just have to figure out what those are. And hey, we can't do that with all the noise and all the chaos. So I had to block a lot of that stuff out. And I guarantee you that since I've done that, I've seen so much productivity in my life, in my personal life, and in my professional life. I've seen so much productivity. So I'm praising God. I'm like, thank you, Lord. But initially, when I decided to come off of social media or limit myself on social media, that was God speaking to me. He was saying to me that the very things that you claim that you want, you can't get that with all the noise. You can't get that with all the different ideologies and complaints and anger and malice that's going down our timelines. And so I couldn't hear a clear word from him because I was so distracted. And so once I let go of the distractions, I was able to hear more of a clearer word. So I challenge everybody that's on social media a lot, excuse me, my throat is really dry, but I challenge everybody that's on social media, just limit your time just a little bit. And then if you feel like, oh man, just with that little limiting myself a little bit, I feel like I'm more clearer and things are more concise and things are going better for me, then limit a little bit more, then limit a little bit more. And some people let it go altogether. And I have to say, you know, there was life before social media, you guys. There was life, and I think it was less stressful. Could be wrong, but I think it was a little less stressful. So I just wanted to point that out, that regardless of what your goals that you have in front of you, whatever purpose that God has put in front of you, and you feel like, man, I've been doing everything the right way, and I'm still not getting the results that I want to encourage you guys to, first of all, communicate with your maker. Ask God, what is it that I'm missing? And then you could think back, what was working before? Like, what worked before? Even if it's in another area of life, what really worked before that enabled me, that catapulted me to my next level in life? And go back to that. Whatever that may be, try it out and you'll be surprised. If it's not broke, don't try to fix it. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. It's already been invented. So that's my word of encouragement today. I hope it encourages people. And I also want to do a shout out to my brother Ronnie Myers. His birthday is today, and I just wanted to say happy birthday. I love you, big bro. No matter what we've experienced as a family, that's never going to change for me. If you need me, I'm here, and I love you. Secondly, I want to say that I'm going to start doing a community spotlight. No, is it a community spotlight? I think it's a community spotlight. No, a community marketplace where I'm going to, at the end of my videos, I'm going to share things that my community are selling or has businesses in certain areas that could possibly help other people. So I'm going to have like a community marketplace to kind of help amp up, you know, growing our businesses in our communities. So I'm going to start doing that. I just wanted to put that out there. So at the end of my video, I'm not going to have one today because I'm still waiting on my first entry, but I'm going to start moving forward. So I'll announce it though. I'll say, well, you know, stick around after my video. I have a community marketplace announcement or advertisement so you guys can see. I'm not charging anything for this. I'm just doing it because I want to build our communities and our businesses as well. So I think that's really, really important. But I appreciate you guys. I love you. I'm sitting out here in front of my daughter's school, Paris' school, about to pick her up. But I wanted to shoot this short video because it's been a while since I've been out here. And I just wanted to kind of share what's been getting me through some of those hard and difficult moments. You know, like when we all get down, we all may get a little depressed sometimes when we work so hard and we put so much into what it is we want to accomplish for God and for ourselves, and then we don't really see the results. We kind of get down a little bit, but then sometimes all we need is to be quiet so that we can hear a word from God, so that we can get that communication. And so that's what this video is about. It's to encourage people that don't feel like they're really where they want to be and they're wondering why. I would say silence all the noise, like silence it, so that you can really hear a word, a good word that's going to catapult you further into your next level of living. So I want to always say that always put God first. I love you guys, so I make these videos. I love you. I appreciate you all that watch my videos, and you guys take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.